Alright, I think I'm gonna stay on track this time. Hello, I'm Masked Matt. You can call me Matt. This is take 3 of this video, and I rambled for 40 minutes in the other two attempts combined. We're already off to a great start. I'm stuttering over my words. Anyway, let's take a little trip through history. So this video, I believe, is privated, but here's a little bit of my my old Vroid model that I had. This was late 2020, I believe. Let's see. Do I show off my? Okay, that looks a little better. I have to say, I'm not particularly proud of this thing, but it is a miracle that it even worked at all. Oh, I don't think I have my stream where I debuted and like showed everything off. So this might be some of the only footage that's available. Oh, hey, never mind. It is a minor miracle that I was able to get that mask working, even though it's like modeled like shit. It why did I program in for it to? Oh, look at it, little. Oh, oh, I forgot about all these. I wonder if I have this data somewhere. I don't even know how I did this, to be honest. All I know is that there's way better ways to do it. And also, choosing an LED mask was not smart with bitrate. Like, it's not too bad, but holy moly. Anyway. And now, in another video that I believe is also privated, we can see my brain in a jar VTuber model I had for a little bit. Fun fact, that space background, I believe, was the background of my desktop back then as well. This one was from, I think, 2021. And I'm still... I actually don't even know how I did it, but I am kind of proud of the way that I made the monitor stand look. And so the way that I managed to have both of these things moving is that it was actually two instances of VTuber. One is for the brain to sort of jump in the little jar piece. So basically, like in OBS, there was the flat image of the computer monitor with nothing on it and connected to the dome that didn't have anything in it. And then I would manually put the VTuber brain into the dome so that it would bounce up and down when I talk. And then that was just the screen had no motion, but it would basically go into this animated GIF of like an audio wave going across the screen. I might still have the data for this one, but I definitely don't have it like ready to be hooked up, so I wanted to show it in this form. Yeah. And now you see the model before you now, but that is not the model that I made, because the model I made looked a little something like this. Hello. Yeah. So this is the model that I made personally. And another one I made personally, this was for Halloween, and it needs different settings to look at least passable, because it looks really bad with the settings for my normal stuff. Anyway. This one was made by a friend, and I really like it. But I don't know. I have this weird thing in my head about being a VTuber, to be honest. And especially 3D modeling, like I've wanted to 3D model for a while. Which is why the background is Blender. And, yeah, I wanted to have a 3D VTuber model ready to debut. As you can see, this is not. But I did make it, you know. I made a good amount of progress here. and I'm still cleaning it up and everything, and I'm still gonna try to sort of perfect this. I'm following Ditko's modeling for animation tutorial. Also, fun fact, yeah, I've been tweaking this a little since I've been showing it off. Literally, and this is not a joke. The butt crack here, the butt crack, had some problems with the topology, so I had to basically redo it. Let's see, what else do I have on this list of things to say so that I don't ramble too much? This is still already 5 minutes. What the hell? Oh, right. So what this video serves as, which I almost didn't say, I might not even be able to stream today, but hopefully I will. But if I can't, this will serve as my VTuber debut. Not this 3D model, but this is sort of my official debut date, if you will, that I've chosen for definite lore reasons. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, this is my debut date. And this video is basically a placeholder in case I can't stream to guarantee that this is a debut date. Although I probably will be able to stream at some point today. Okay, let's see. Oh, right. For now, especially while I'm finishing up the 3D model, I might just stick to shorter live streams. Probably once I finish the 3D model, I'll have at least shorter but more frequent live streams. Because I have a few projects that I've wanted to work on, but this one, I always come back to this one. There's something mentally where it's like, I want to be a VTuber. Like, I want to have proper, like, movement and all that. And I don't know why. I've just always, like, wanted something like this. Before VTubers were a thing, I thought about doing live action content wearing an actual mask. But I was told that came across as creepy. And I'm kind of thankful that I never did it. And then VTubers were a thing, so ever since then, it's just... I know it's been like 5 years since I even, like, technically officially debuted as a VTuber, whenever that was. But yeah. I don't think I even have the stream data from back then, but yeah. Because the one I showed was clearly just like an example one. Either way... How is that possible? Wait, is it just me, or is the fucking pointer finger bigger on one linear? No. I think it's the same on both. Either way, alright, whatever. I'm getting distracted again. Even in this one way I said I wouldn't get distracted, and this is still gonna be 10 minutes long. Holy crap. Ugh. I mean, I did do the whole history throughout the years thing. Anyway, let's see. There were a lot of roadblocks to me relearning 3D modeling. One of them being Elden Ring, Night Ring. Honestly, if I didn't play that, I probably would have had this at least way closer to being done, if not actually done. Because honestly, I've been playing quite a lot of it. It's too fun. My school actually taught me 3D modeling, but like, this model that I made from a free tutorial is infinitely better than what I made at the end of their 3D modeling course. My school was terrible. I don't actually have a B. I think B was my school is terrible. Anyway. So yeah. I'm trying to learn how to 3D model, mostly just for this, but I might do some other stuff with 3D modeling. But I also program, and I made music a long time ago, like in music making software. I might do that at some point. Yeah, I'm all over the place. But for now, I'm trying to like hyper focus, and I want this 3D VTuber model to be done, and I want to be able to use it wherever. So yeah. So actually, since we went through the history of everything, the history of everything, I can enunciate my words. Since we went through the history of everything, I think my mask is going to be somewhat similar to the oldest design, except I think I realized it shouldn't be LED style because that fucks with the bit rate. so it'll be more organic looking, and also it will be like a masquerade mask sort of style, which it was always supposed to be. I just, for some reason, I think either because I couldn't get the lip syncing right or something, I don't remember what it was, but for some reason I was like, no, I'm doing a whole face mask on this model, and it looks terrible. But I mean, it looked terrible. I don't even have that model probably anywhere, but yeah. Yeah, this 2D VTuber model was made by a friend. What other information do I have here? I'm 5'6". I guess that's vaguely relevant to the 3D model since I made the 3D model 5'6". Part of the reason I have that there is also because in the first attempt I did go through the whole VTuber introduction and answered half the questions. Also, here's a minor thing, but if I'm gonna have a fan name, you guys will be the Masquerade. Although that technically doesn't make sense. I still don't know what to call like individual fans. If I'm even gonna do that, I might not bother. But I do like the idea of the collective being the Masquerade. I might just do that and not have like a individual fan name. Yeah. So long story short, I might not be able to stream today. This video serves as my debut if I can't stream. It'll be going up pretty early in the morning in my time on the day that I want it to go up. And I will try to stream, and I will try to get this 3D model done. And for now, at least, I'm going to be doing shorter streams, but I used to do endurance streams, and I could easily see myself doing them again once sort of, once I get more projects done. Like this and a few other ones that have been hanging over my head for way too long. Like, I finally did a pacifist... you know what? Here. Since you watched this far, here's a little spoiler. I did a pacifist run of Far Cry 6. Except, by pacifist, I mean... I killed everybody with a machete? Why the fuck did I say pacifist? What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the Deus Ex video. I rewatched H Bomber Guy's Deus Ex video, because for some reason I really like rewatching that video. And I remember there was a thing in there where it's like, you can bust through the walls, but if you were trying to be a pacifist, you can't actually bust through the walls, because if someone's on the other side of the wall, you automatically do a takedown on them. Anyway, the Far Cry 6 challenge run I did is machete only, in quotes. I think there was one instance where I had to break the rules. But yeah, I do want to finish that video, because I finished the fucking run. I have all the footage. Long story short, this is my debut. Life's been a pain in the ass, and that's why it didn't get out. There's actually a joke written into the script. I think the script got finished, but there's a joke... No, the script's not finished. What the fuck am I talking about? There's no way. Did I? Anyway, either way, there's a joke in there about how they added Steam achievements like years after the game was released on Steam. And now that joke will be old. But I might still leave it in, just because I think it's funny. To still leave it in. Alright. I've rambled on enough. I loosely had a script. And this is still somehow longer than my previous attempt. But it's also got more information and had the little go throughout history and whatever. Alright, bye!